Hi everyone, welcome to Move It workouts that you can do anytime, anywhere. My name is Sarah and this is your stretch yoga session for the next 30 minutes, so let's proceed. Before we begin, if you need any assistance, if you are very tight in the body, or if you want a little bit more cushioning and comfort, go ahead and grab some pillows, as many as you would like, whatever works best for you. Or if you want, you can just use a towel, that works as well, okay? Before we begin, we're going to come into a comfortable seated position. For those of us with very tight hips who find it very hard to sit on the floor, go ahead and sit onto your pillow here. Sitting up tall, hands onto your knees, gently closing your eyes, or you can keep your gaze down towards the floor very slightly if you would like. And start to bring awareness to your breath, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale into the nose, into the belly. Exhale out through the nose and pull the belly in towards the spine. Start to deepen your inhale. Take as long as you want. And as you exhale, make sure that it's as long as your inhale, pulling your belly into the spine. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more deep breath here. Exhaling fully. And just bring your inhale back to its comfortable pattern. Exhaling a little bit more shallow. Just let your breath return to its original pattern, becoming more comfortable and more natural. Gently blinking open your eyes. Big smiles on your faces. Inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Take a nice long stretch. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Now keep reaching the palms up, but relax your shoulders away from the ears. Now take a nice long inhale here. Exhale, reaching the hands over to the right side. Moving just from the upper body, keeping the lower body on the floor. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reaching over to the left. One more time, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reaching over to the right. You can choose to stay here or you can choose to grab opposite elbows. Come into a slightly deeper stretch. Slowly coming back to center. If you are grabbing opposite elbows, make sure you switch hands. Exhale, reaching over to the left. Slowly coming back to center one last time, releasing your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Take a nice long inhale. And exhale, hands onto your knees. Alright, if you are seated on the pillow, let's remove the pillow here for just a second and place it over to the right side of your mat, close to your right hip. Just working out the shoulders here, do a few rolls in the shoulders. Inhale, lifting them up towards your ears. Exhale as you pull them down your back body. Inhale up, exhale back. One more time, inhale up, exhale back. And then let's change directions. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. One more time, inhale back, and exhale forward. Raise your hands out to the sides, thumbs facing up. Give a good sign to each side here. And let's slowly twist over to the left side here first for a second. And then slowly come back to center and twist over to the right. Very nice. Breathing here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, come back to center, twist over to the left. Stay here for another 3, 2, 1. Your right hand goes for your left knee. Your left hand goes behind your bum. So you can choose to stay with your chest facing your left knee, or you can try to completely face the left side of your mat. Still sitting up tall, take a nice long inhale. As we exhale, let's look beyond the left shoulder. Maybe looking towards the back wall. Still keeping your chest over your hips. Do not lean back or front. One more deep inhale. Exhale, twist a bit deeper. And slowly coming back to center. Reach your hands out towards the ceiling. Take a nice long inhale. Exhale, placing your hands onto your knees, rounding your back towards the back wall, separating your shoulder blades, tucking your chin in towards the chest. Slowly inhale, looking back up. Okay, good signs. Thumbs facing up. Reaching your hands out to either sides. And then facing over to the right first. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Stay here for 3. To feel the core working. 1, slowly come back to center and twist all the way over to your right. Left hand grabbing onto your right knee. Right hand behind your bum. Sitting up tall here. Again, your chest can face in the same direction as your right knee, or you can face the right side of your mat completely, whatever works best for you. Take a nice long inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we twist, gazing beyond that right shoulder. Making sure you're not leaning back, your chest is still over your hips. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. Exhale, twist a bit deeper. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, raising your hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, grabbing onto your knees. Rounding your back towards the back wall. Staying here. For another 3. Tucking your chin in towards the chest. 2, keep your lower belly tucked in. And 1, let's extend the legs out, just giving the knees and the thighs a bit of a rest here. And then when we are ready, let's pull the legs back in towards us. Soles of the feet in towards each other, knees are out wide, coming into our butterfly pose. So some of us are very tight in the hips, some of us might feel some knee pain. If you are one of those people, let's bring your heels further away from your groin so that your legs become a nice big diamond shape here. Alright, if your knees are still very high up, go ahead and place pillows underneath your thighs so that they can rest quite comfortably here. If you are okay, pulling your heels in towards your bum, allowing your knees to point out left and right. Interlace your hands and place them underneath your pinky toes. If this is very hard for you to reach, go ahead and just grab your ankles. Wherever we are, inhale, lengthen the spine, shoulders away from the ears, chest facing me, face facing me. And then as we exhale, keep the back flat. We're just going to fall forward very slightly, reaching the crown of the head towards me. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. If this is your maximum, you stay here if you can. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to stay here for the next 5, 4, 3, keep squeezing your knees down towards the floor. 2, and 1. Slowly release, shake the legs out for just a second here again. Now pulling your left knee in towards you. Just shake it out and then place it down towards the floor. Parallel to the front of your mat. And then your right leg comes on top, coming into a fire log position or a double pigeon. If this is not comfortable for your right ankle, go ahead and place it down towards the floor in front of your left knee. Okay, wherever you are, choose whatever variation works best for your leg, all right? From here, inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Left hand stays up, right hand reaches across the pillow onto the mat. Face your right elbow down towards the pillow and start to reach your left arm overhead. Now make sure that your left knee does not lift off the mat, so keep using the outer corner of your right foot to push your left knee down. Very good, stay here. If you can, slowly start to drop your right forearm onto the pillow. See how that feels. You're going to feel the stretch up and out of the left side of your waist. Breathing here. 2, and 1. Now reach your fingertips towards me. Palm facing down, arm in line with the shoulder. As we inhale, we sweep the arm over to the right, bicep by the ear, staying here. Alright, from From here we exhale, open up the chest, palm facing up, and bend the elbow towards the back. Palm still facing up, inhale, extend the arm over to the left, palm still facing up, and then as we exhale, palm face down, fingers reach towards me. You know what to do. Okay, let's go. Inhale, sweep it across over to the right. Exhale, open up the chest and the palm, bend the elbow. Inhale, palm still facing up, extend the fingertips over to the left. And then exhale, palm facing down, reach the fingertips towards me. Good. Inhale, sweep it across. Exhale, open up, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, face down. One more time. Inhale, sweep across. Exhale, open up and bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, face the palm down, reaching towards me. Very nice. Let's slowly push ourselves back up into a comfortable seated position. Shake the legs out here. Ooh, you can feel the imbalance in the body. We're going to just balance it right out. So grab the pillow, place it over to the left side. Now, this time, bend that right knee in towards your chest first. Make sure your knee is okay. And then place your shin parallel to the top of the bed. Placing your left leg on top. Okay, again, same thing. If it's not comfortable for the ankle, place it down towards the floor in front of your right knee. If not, just stay with me right here in our double pigeon. Raise the hands up towards the ceiling. Take a nice long inhale. Right hand stays up towards the ceiling. Left hand reaches across the pillow. Elbow bending down towards the pillow. We reach across and feel the stretch up and out of the right side of the waist. Left foot pushing that right knee down towards the floor. Keep stretching. Feel the stretch. Feel the opening in the hip. And then maybe see if the elbow can come down onto the pillow. Starting to add more pressure into the forearm. And see if you can come into a full side bend. Breathe here. Staying for another 3, 2, and 1. You know what's coming next. Reaching your right fingertips towards the mirror. Towards me. All right. And then from here, your arm is in line with your shoulder. Inhale, we sweep it across over to the left side. Exhale, we face up and bend the elbow. Inhale, palm still facing up, extend the fingertips over to the right. And then exhale, face the palm down, reach back towards me. Inhale, sweep it across. Exhale, face up, palm facing up, bending at the elbow. Inhale, extend, palm still facing up. And then exhale, face the palm down, reach it towards me. One more time. Inhale, sweep it across. Take your time. Exhale, face up, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, close the palm down, face it towards me. Very nice. Let's come back into that comfortable seated position. That should feel quite nice right now. Extend your legs out in front of you, shake it out. Now we're going to face the long ways of our mat, stepping your feet firmly into the floor. Just working out that back body here for a second. Hugging your knees. We're just going to bring the nose down towards the knees just to stretch out the back here for a second. If this is not comfortable for your neck, you can keep your gaze towards the front of the mat or your toes. If you're okay, start to bring the nose down towards the knees, tucking your chin in towards the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Crossing at the ankles. I'm going to come into tabletop position. 5 rounds of cat and cow. So making sure that your knees are directly underneath the hips, and make sure that your knees are hips distance apart. So look down towards your legs. Make sure that they're not too wide or too close to each other. Same thing with the hands. Make sure that the hands are directly underneath the shoulders and the elbows. Just make sure that they are shoulder distance apart. Slowly starting to shift the weight back and forth on your hands just to stretch out the wrists a little bit as well. I like to keep my toes tucked under and not flat because it helps to protect the kneecaps. Whatever works best for you. Inhale as we move forward, exhale as we move back. One more time. Inhale as we move forward. Exhale as we move back. Sitting your bum close to the heels, let's stretch out the back of the right wrist. Okay, so placing your middle finger close to your kneecap, start to shift your weight forward and feel the back of your wrist come onto the mat. See if you can straighten the elbow, round the shoulders up. You can choose to stay here, or if you are okay, maintain the rounding in your back, sit the bum back a little bit more. 2. Exhale, 1. Switching to the left hand, placing the right hand down. Coming onto the back of the left hand, middle finger pointing down towards the kneecap. Lean forward a bit so the back of the wrist can come onto the mat. And then round the shoulders up towards the ceiling. See if you can straighten your left elbow. If you're okay, stay here. If you are looking for a bit more of a stretch, keep your back rounded. Sit your bum towards the heels a little bit more here. Stay. 3. One last inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Alright, coming back to our tabletop position, cat and cow. Our cow is our back bend, our cat is our rounding of the back, working into the core. So as we inhale, we drop the belly down, the bum points up, chest and belly sink down, chest faces forward as I press into my hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bum pointing down towards the floor. Feel your spine curl all the way from the bottom to the top, pressing into your hands. Upper back rounds, tuck your chin in towards the chest, cat spine. Inhale, drop the belly down, bum points up. Moving very slowly through the spine, chest facing forward, gazing up, keep pressing into your hands. Cow. Exhale, bum points down. Feel the spine roll all the way out. Pressing into your hands, upper back rounds up, tucking your chin towards your chest. Inhale, drop the belly down. Looking up towards the ceiling. Can you keep your lower belly hugged in there? Exhale, rounding the back, cat spine, press into your hands. Move as slowly as you want to. 2 more rounds. Inhale, drop the belly down. Looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding it under. Try not to let the shoulders move back and forth over the hands. Keep them stacked over the wrists. Inhale, drop the belly down. One last time. Looking up. Exhale, curling it under. Chin in towards the chest. Press firmly into the hands. We're going to stay here. Now squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other even though they're not touching. You're going to feel the core work. You're going to feel the separation in your shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Stay here for another 10. You got this. 9, 8, 7, 6. Those of you who have difficulty sleeping, doing cat and cow for about 10 minutes will really help you put yourself into that sleepy mood. One last breath here. And slowly release. Sitting onto your heels, untuck the toes. If this is not comfortable for your ankles, go ahead and just keep the toes tucked under, shaking out the wrists here. Sitting up tall, breathing for another 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing your pillow, place it right in front of your knees. We're going to use that as support for the knees here. So however you want to, place your knees on top of the pillows so that you can kneel quite comfortably here. Hands onto the floor. And just see how you feel rocking your bum back and forth, just making sure that you're not feeling a massive click in your kneecaps. You should be quite comfortable. Alright, if you need a little bit more cushioning, go ahead and place a towel under, or you can place another pillow under. From here, let's bring the knees in towards each other to touch. Ankles are touching behind you. Now very slowly reach the right knee out to the side like a peeing dog, and then step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Good. Come onto the right fingertips. Your right shoulder should be on the inside of your right knee. Slowly start to shift the weight back and forth. Make sure that your knee doesn't go past your toes. We're just opening up the hips here. And then very slowly coming back into that 90-degree angle with the right leg. Slowly start to wiggle your toes forward a bit more. If you are at your maximum, stay. If you can, try to get the heel in front of your right pinky finger. Breathing here. 2, 1. Now I start to lift my right hip up, I see if I can straighten my right leg, but don't push the bum towards the back heel. Keep the hips high and see if you can straighten your right leg a little bit more. So keep lifting that right hip and straighten that right leg. So some of us might not be able to straighten the leg at all. This is your maximum. It's fine. Stay. We want to look for a 50 to 70% stretch here. Okay? Don't look for 100%. If you want to, lift your toes off the mat. Now we inhale, look forward. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, we look forward. Lift your chest. Exhale, we fold. One more time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold and try to go into your deep stretch here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly step that right foot back down if your toes were off. Place your palms down onto the floor. Bring your right knee back. Come back into that tabletop position. Slowly sitting the bum back. Child's pose for just 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Slowly coming back up into your tabletop position. Knees together to touch, ankles to touch. Now bring your left knee out to the side like a peeing dog again, and then step that left foot on the outside of the left hand. So your left shoulder's on the inside of your left thigh. Come onto your fingertips. Slowly rocking your weight back and forth, making sure that your knee does not go past your ankle. So make sure that the movement is very small here. Just working out the hips here. Keep breathing. I like to inhale as I move forward, exhale as I move back. Okay, coming back into this position, come onto your fingertips if you're not already. Let's slowly start to wiggle that left foot forward, maybe heel in front of your left pinky finger. If you're at your maximum, just stay. Now, lift that left hip up. See if you can straighten that left leg a little bit more. Remember, don't sit the bum back, keep the hips high. Good, breathe. Maybe see if you want to lift your left toes off the mat. Good, wherever you are, inhale. Exhale, let's fold. Don't go too deep, 50 to 70% is what we're looking for. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now if you want to go into a deep stretch, one last time. This is your moment. We're staying here for just 3 breaths. Exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly step back into your left foot. Come back onto your hands. Very slowly pull your left knee in, back onto the pillow. Sitting back onto your heels. Coming into child's pose. You can have your hands folded underneath your forehead here. You can even stack your fists underneath. Just closing the hips here for a second. For another 3. One last breath in. Exhale. And slowly pushing yourself up into a kneeling position. Alright, so let's remove the pillow from underneath the knees, sitting onto the side. Swinging your legs out in front of you. I'm going to place the pillow off to the side for a second. Now those ladies who have ponytails like I do, you're going to fold your towel underneath your head here. Okay? So shifting yourself down the mat, placing your forearms onto the floor, just allowing yourself to lie down. Okay, placing the towel underneath your ponytail if you have one. If not, it's okay. Step your feet firmly into the floor. Feel your lower back press into the mat. We're just going to stay here for the next 5, 4, keep pressing into the feet. 3, feel your lower belly engaged. 2, and 1, hug both knees into your chest. Okay, you can either grab behind your thighs if your knees are very far away from your chest, or if not, you can grab in front of your shins. Do not grab the kneecaps, just grab the shins. Those of us whose butts are lifting off, then you just want to pull your knees further away from you. Gently rocking left and right, just allowing the mat to massage the back here. Keep your right knee hugged into your chest. Release that left leg down towards the floor. Your left toes are going to point up towards the ceiling at all times. So make sure that the left leg doesn't go limp. I don't want the left hip to open up. Keep pointing up towards the ceiling if possible. Hug your right knee into your chest, shoulders down towards the floor. Breathe here for another 3. Keep grabbing behind the thighs if you need to. And 1. Now everyone is going to switch their hands to underneath the thighs. Interlace your fingers, pull the knee into the chest a bit more, and now start to kick the foot up towards the ceiling. It's as if you're stepping into the ceiling right here. Are your left toes still pointing up? I hope they are. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Option 1, you can stay here. Option number 2, left palm goes onto the left thigh, pressing your left thigh down towards the floor. Option 3, grabbing behind your calf or your ankle, pull your knee towards the armpit. Option number 4, if you are okay, right hand on the inside of your right thigh, right hand grabbing the outside of your right foot, coming into a half happy baby. Keep pressing your left thigh down towards the floor, breathing here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the grip, grabbing underneath the thigh again. Now step your left foot into the floor and place your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Option number 1, we're just going to stay here and keep pushing the right knee away from you, making sure that your back is completely flat on the floor. Option number 2, if you are okay, hands by your sides, 45-degree angle, palm facing down. Pull your left knee into your chest, and wherever is your maximum, without your bum lifting off, stay here. Keep pushing your right knee away from you. Option number 3, if you're okay, thread the right hand through between the legs, grabbing behind the left thigh or grabbing over the left shin. Start to pull your left knee into your chest. All the while actively keep pushing your lower back and your tailbone down towards the floor, coming into our reclined pigeon. Remember, it's a 50 to 70% stretch, so don't go 100%, it's not going to be good. Keep breathing with every inhale, push the bum down, exhale, pull the knee closer in towards you. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the legs down. Step that right foot down. Give your right leg a shake. Okay, some of you might have felt it in the knee, so just release that for a second and then step the feet down. Hugging your knees into your chest one more time. Whichever variation with your hands works for you, go ahead and take that. Now keep the left knee hugged in towards you. Release the right leg down towards the floor. Right toes are pointing up. Wherever you are, just keep grabbing the knee in towards your chest, shoulders down towards the floor. And then from here, interlacing your hands underneath your left thigh. Keep pulling your left knee into your chest, and now step your left foot into the ceiling. So your left foot's reaching up, up, up. Again, option number 1, just stay here. Option number 2, left hand still holding behind the thigh, right hand pressing your right thigh down towards the floor. Option number 3, grabbing behind the calf or the ankle. Option number 4, left shoulder on the inside of the left thigh. Left hand grabbing for the pinky toe side of your left foot. Wherever you are, pull the left knee in towards your left armpit and let that hip open up. Breathe. Keep relaxing your tailbone and your lower back down towards the floor. Keep breathing. Shoulders down towards the mat as much as you can. And then from here, bend the right knee, step the right foot into the floor. Left ankle goes on top of the right thigh. Push your left knee away from you. Make sure that your lower back is still on the floor. Oh, my hip just cracked. Option number 1, you can stay here. Option number 2, palms down, 45-degree angle away from your body. Then start to pull your right knee into your chest. Once your bum starts to lift off, you know that's your maximum. Just stay there. Keep pushing your left knee away from you. you're okay, left hand threads between the legs, grabbing behind the thighs or grabbing in front of the shin. And start to pull your right knee into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in a little bit more. Inhale, press your lower back into the floor. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest a bit more. Stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. 4 shoulders on the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release that right foot down towards the mat. Shake that left leg out. Give it a bit of relaxation. And hug both knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Stepping your feet firmly into the floor. Lift your bum off. Now drop your right hip in towards the middle of the mat. So your left bum is going over to the left side, and then your knees can drop over to the right. So you should see your left hip stack on top of your right hip quite comfortably. If this is not comfortable for you, go ahead and place a pillow underneath your thighs. Hands out at a 45-degree angle, or hands in cactus arms, elbows in line with shoulders. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling here, or you can look over to your left elbow. Resting here for the next 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. If you had a pillow with you, remove it, place it over to the left. Wherever you are, step your feet back into the floor, lift your hips off, and allow your hips to drop towards the middle of the mat. Hug your knees into your chest for a second here. And step your feet back down into the floor. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Drop your left hip towards the center of the mat. Your hips are going over to the right. And then let your knees drop over to the left side. Again, if you want to place a pillow underneath your left thigh. Arms out at 45-degree angle away from your body, or arms out at cactus, elbows in line with shoulders. Keep your gaze up or look over to your right. Keep breathing. We're going to stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have the pillow underneath your leg, remove it. Wherever you are, step your feet into the floor, lift the hips up for a second, and then place the hips back down in the middle of the mat. One last squeeze of the knees into the chest. You can choose to stay here, or you can choose to lift your nose towards the knees, lifting your head and shoulders off for a second. And then when you are ready, slowly release down, allowing your legs to fall onto the mat. Legs are super extended. Feet are open as wide as the mat, preparing for shavasana. So make any last minute adjustments as you would like. You can have your arms out at a 45-degree angle away from your body, palms facing up, not touching anything but the floor of the mat. Or you can raise your arms overhead. Just allow your elbows to reach out to the sides, your hands reaching towards the top of your head, meeting in the middle of the mat. Just going to stay here for the next 20 breaths. You can take a longer shavasana if you would like. If not, just follow me. Inhale into the feet. Exhale, relax and float. Inhale into the calves. Exhale, relax the calves. Inhale into the knees. Exhale, relax the knees. Inhale into the thighs, hamstrings. Exhale, relax the legs. Inhale into your glutes. Exhale, relax the hips down to the floor. Inhale into your lower back and your belly. Exhale, relax it down towards the mat. Inhale into your middle spine. Exhale, relax. Inhale into the ribs, into the arms. Inhale into the space between your eyebrows. Exhale, relax your eyes and your eyebrows. Just keep breathing here. Pulling your knees into your chest, and exhale, rolling over to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Inhale, using your left hand to push yourself back up into a seated position. Inhale, raising your hands up towards the ceiling. Just like we started our class, interlace your fingers, flip your palms up, take a nice long stretch. Just waking up the body here by stretching over to the left, back to center as you inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release your fingertips down towards your knees. Sitting up tall. Gently blinking open your eyes. Big smiles on your faces. You can join me here, or if you would like, bring your hands to your heart center and gentle bow to your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Everyone is encouraged to do some 30 minutes of physical activity every day. So stay home, but don't let that get in the way of your exercising. Okay, so see you guys very soon in any of my other classes. This is Sarah for yoga. Stay healthy and stay safe, everyone. Stay active.